Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Richard Core Kenobi here, and I'm back again for another Death Battle prediction. And today we have Tracer versus Scout. Now, this was announced on Screw Attack's Instagram, and this will be who Tracer is fighting. And I am not emotionally connected to these characters. I've never played Overwatch nor Team Fortress, but I do know who Tracer is, and I do know who Scout is. But for this video, I'm mainly going to be going in depth, a little bit in depth about Tracer because in case most of you don't know who she is, I'll just tell you. And I'd rather save the stuff about what I do know about Scout until the actual death battle comes out, because I don't like to reveal too much, because then it just feels like, okay, why am I not explaining this matchup in the research analysis? So yeah, that's why I'm just going to go a little bit. But I can say this about this fight. It's probably going to be better than Leopold the Brave's fictional fight episode, because apparently he pissed off so many people with the outcome. I won't say who won that, but if you do know who won that, then, you know, it's understandable. But, yeah, so I think this will be better than the fictional fight. I have nothing against Leopold, don't take that the wrong way. It's just, I find it kind of ironic that that happened. So, yeah. So yes, now let's get into this fight. So again, I'm basically going to be talking about Tracer, because again, some of you, or even my own Death Battle colleagues, may want to know about her, so I'll just say this. Tracer is a British woman character who is a part of this group called Overwatch, and she has superpowers. She has 4 weapons, one of them being plasma pistols, which apparently she can reload. Now, don't take this the wrong way. I'm a noob when it comes to this, but apparently every time she rewinds time, she gets infinite ammo. So yeah, don't know if they're gonna include that. So yes, and she has many other 3 weapons. I can't remember the name of them, so apologies. But her main power is her teleportation, or blink, as it's called. And basically, now don't get the wrong idea, she does not actually have super speed. Basically, the story behind how she got this blink is she was phasing out of existence, and she went to a friend who gave her a device to keep her in her own time dimension. So now she can manipulate her own dimension by teleporting and blinking, and she can actually turn back time for 3 seconds, but this only affects her. So if she makes a mistake, or if she's out of ammo, she can reverse time 3 seconds back, and she'll correct that mistake. And she can actually flash forward time, so she can go forward in time. And none of these affect her opponents. It just affects her. So her opponents are completely frozen in time while she is able to do what she needs to do. But she does have one weakness. If you damage the Thane on her, then apparently that's bad news, because then apparently she'll phase out of the dimension. So yeah. But she is quite an impressive opponent. She was able to survive an explosion from a bomb that was her own, and she was able to blink point blank range from getting shot at while on stairs. And I think she did this 5 times, so yes, so she was able to blink 5 times while getting shot point blank on a staircase with guys with guns, so that's quite impressive. And she does have somewhat superhuman strength, and she does have quite an impressive feat. But here is the problem with her. She is relatively new, and there's still something about her that we don't know. Like, basically what I mean by this is that, okay, yeah, she can do all these great feats, she has weapons, good, but she's not technically a well-known, developed character yet. Like, if you get what I'm saying, unlike most of the combatants who have been in Death Battle, you know who most of them are, because you've either watched their movies, their shows, you've played their games, but Tracer has only had 1 game and a couple of animated shorts, and that's not enough. But of course, Death Battle will make it enough, And I don't think they're going to take a game mechanics into this. So basically, like they did with Link versus Cloud and Yang versus Tifa, they're not going to include what you do in the game. They're just going to include the characters and what they can do, not what you can do as those characters. So, yeah. And also, too, it's just, I wish they would have waited a little bit till we got more stuff with Tracer. Because, again, she's not that well known, and she doesn't have a lot of earth-shattering universal feats. I mean, the closest I can think of, there are only two. I mean, surviving an explosion and blinking on a staircase while getting shot point-blank range with guns. That is impressive, but how many characters do you know who have done that? A lot of characters. I mean, hell, the Flash has probably done that faster than her. So, yeah, but I am excited that they're gonna do this fight. It's just, I think this is gonna be a newer generation kind of thing. Like, it'll be exciting for the newer generation of fans. So, yeah. Now, on to Scout. As I said, I've never played Team Fortress, but I've heard of Scout. I know what he can do, I know of his weapons, I know what he's done, and I will say this. He is an impressive ladies' man, and when push comes to shove, he's quite a versatile character. I'll give him that. But here's the problem. Here's just the problem. The fact that, okay, he has all these ridiculous things, we don't know if Death Battle is going to pretty much include all of it. Because you gotta think about this here. Death Battle loves to do this thing, and this is even a part of their rules. They're not gonna take any game mechanics into consideration. This is just going to be based off of the cutscenes, novels, or whatever. Like, basically, you get my point. That's how they do things. They don't... If a video game character can do this in the video game, they're not going to take... That's part of the game mechanics. They're not going to take that into the battle. Pretty much... Again, the biggest example is Dante versus Bayonetta, because a lot of people said, oh, Bayonetta can do this. Most of that stuff she did was in the game mechanics, but the other stuff she did in her cutscenes when you weren't controlling her, that's her. So that's what they're gonna go for. So I feel that this could be an interesting 3D battle, because this is gonna be a 3D battle. Why the hell would it not be a 3D battle? I don't know if it'll be... I think it'll be worthy to Carolina versus the Meta, but again, I'm not emotionally connected with these characters. Like, I don't know these characters on a personal level, if you get what I mean, because I haven't played the games. But I think it'll be interesting to see how Death Battle does this, and I think it'll be quite a spectacular show. Now, as to who I think's gonna win, I'm not picking a winner, because, again, it's not... Now, hold on. It's not that I don't want to pick a winner. It's just I want to sit back and see where this goes, because it's interesting to see how this will play out and what turn of events could happen. Because again, it could go either way. Now, again, but if you mainly watch the fictional fights where it just went completely one way, but with Death Battle, everything always goes two ways. Like it's one or the other. So this could be an interesting, even fight between these two characters. And I really do like how, okay, although I would have preferred if they had Tracer versus Generator Rex, or hell, even somebody, but I guess they had to do this because, it is a new popular matchup. So, yeah, but it'll be interesting to see Death Battle's take on it. So, yes, I am looking forward to this fight, and I am looking forward to just seeing, okay, how is this going to go? What are they going to use for these characters? And how are they going to judge Tracer? Like, that's what it all comes down to. I think Tracer may be the first Death Battle combatant where she just has two things to go off of, and they're going to try and make the best with that. They're going to try and make the best of that, sorry. Because again, unlike other video game characters who have been in the Death Battle, they have tons of games, tons of movies, just everything to go off of. But Tracer does not. Only Scout does. So it'll be interesting to see what they do and just how they execute it. So again, I think this will be a great 3D fight, a spectacular show of events, and when it all comes down to it, it's your guys' decision on who you think will win. Because again, I mean, you guys have played some of the games, so you know these characters like the back of your hand. So I really want to hear from you guys. Who are you going for, and why are you going for them? You know, because again, I'm not picking a winner because I think it's better if I just sit back and watch this, because this fight could be interesting. Even if you don't pick a winner, it's still going to be an interesting fight, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think this battle's probably going to come out in September, most likely. So yes, I'm very happy that this was announced, and I can't wait to see what happens. Oh, and I also can't wait to hear the voice actors, because again, I mean, this of course will have voice actors, so it'll be interesting to see who they get to play Scout and Tracer. So yeah, guys, those were my overall predictions on this fight. Again, I apologize if I'm not going more in depth and if I'm not picking a winner. It's just, again, I know these characters, but I'm not emotionally connected to them. I'm invested in who they are and what they can do, but I'm not connected with them, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to sit back, watch the fight, see where it goes, and see how it goes, and how the execution and how just overall the fight is going to look. Because this will be the first fight where, okay, you're going to have a person who can teleport against someone who just uses guns, so that'll be quite interesting. And yes, I know what they are. So down below, you don't need to tell me what they're capable of. Oh, this is what they can do. You forgot to mention this. I know them, okay? I know what they can do. I'm just waiting until the full death battle comes out so they can go more in depth about it, because I don't like to do that. So yes, guys, again, let me know down below in the comments, who are you going for, why are you going for them, and do you believe that that said person is going to win? And just let me know. So yes, guys. Oh, and before I go, I want to thank you all for the overwhelming positivity. Blech, I can't talk. I want to thank you all for the overwhelming positivity on the newest Nerdbender podcast, all 3 parts. The rest of the parts are coming, so you guys don't have to worry. But on behalf of me, Duo, Spectral Star, and Your Only Mate, thank you all for the great comments, the kind words, more subscribers. You guys are amazing, and we will come back. We are coming back to do another Death Battle podcast episode in 2 weeks, probably in early September, so yeah, and we will talk about more stuff. So don't worry, we're coming back, and it's going to be fun. So thank you all, and go check out Duo, Your Only Mate, and Spectral Star, because again, as I said, the rest of the parts will be uploaded on our individual channels. So yes, you have that to look forward to. So yes, guys, if you enjoyed this Death Battle prediction, please like, comment, subscribe. And until then, this is Richard Core Kenobi saying, may the Force be with you. Later, guys.